Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special, it's an off day for me, but this special Sussex Saturday on Wednesday, honoring the release of Heart of Invictus. I may not be long on this live stream, but I'm also going to try my best not to cry through this live stream. If you have seen it, you understand. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. Those 5 episodes, those 5 hours go by quickly, and it draws you in right from the beginning. I'm not doing trash time today just so that you all understand. I really want Heart of Invictus to have all the energy that it does. So I'll be talking about the crazy headlines on, Trash Thursday tomorrow. But today it is truly all about Heart of Invictus. So, whew, yeah. Let me come over here. So, hello to everybody. Let me do my disclaimer, and then we can get into it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So, I had sent out, and I know just about every positive Sussex platform has done, was just reminding everybody, especially today, Heart of Invictus was released. There was some pre-screenings that Harry attended. It was awesome to see the reaction of those in the audience who were not expecting him, and the sheer joy and excitement. So, anytime I see a comment, okay, I'm gonna be a little bit on the petty, but anytime any of us see a comment like nobody likes them, don't believe that. Don't believe the hype on that. even if it's nobody in the UK likes them. That's a whole lot of nobody. But nevertheless, I said I was gonna be good. I said I was gonna be good. So, um, I think I've been up since like 3:30, 4 a.m. So I did see messages because I know my community post went out about 3 a.m. Eastern time, just to remind everybody that today was the day. And then I guess it was around 5 when it was released, um, between 5 and 6, I would say. And I immediately went right to watching, and of course listening most times, but my eye was glued, but my ears, I mean, yeah, fantastic production. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I'll speak it now. Uh, like, I would be surprised if this documentary and specifically doesn't win um, some larger awards. Y'all can take that where y'all want. I'm not gonna say specifically, but it just is because of the stories it was telling. Um, Lord of mercy. It's easy to understand, well, not really understand, but you see someone who is handy able, and because they have a physical change to their body, but it's those invisible injuries that you don't see, and the person may look just fine, and it just takes the one thing to send them off, and you're like, well, what was that all about? um yeah, it was so intriguing. Like, there was so much going on, but yet the story and seeing behind the scenes, there's a lot of that happens to have these games pulled off, and in the way that they do it, and being that they followed the 5 that they did during the time of COVID, and then the war breaking out in the Ukraine, and phenomenal. I'm in a way I'm floored, and I'm trying to keep my tears to the back. Like, I cried right off the gate. Like, it I don't know how anyone could sit through this and hate watch, because you have a major, major mental issue. That's probably the most that I'll say, because otherwise I'm gonna be going off onto a huge tangent, and I don't want to do that. But let me see. Navi. Yeah, I'm just so happy for Prince Harry. Yeah. Speaking his truth that we've known, but to hear it again, and there's nothing wrong with, there's new audiences, especially to Harry and Meghan. So, it's always good. Um, we see Meghan's face here and there, but yeah, Teresa, exactly. It's what you can't see on. Yeah. Um, the athletes that compete, it's because they need Invictus. When I heard that, I think it clicked, because, we think of how with the Olympics, the best of the best compete and then they get in because of their ability, not on the other end that this person is in dire, dire need, and they need this game. They need it. And to see, is it Daryl? I believe that's his name, that his transformation, and while it was not like a drastic thing, it was in a sense. If you've seen it, you understand what I'm talking about. To see that smile on that man's face at the end was like, whoa. But yeah, it's one that gets you, and it's just phenomenal. That's all I can really, that's the word that just keeps coming up. Raphael at Heart of Invictus is His Royal Highness Prince Henry. Good work. It really is. I'm glad he did give the history because a lot of people may not be aware of him being pulled out of Afghanistan, the trauma that he was experiencing. Um, it's truly some hateful people if you don't understand a 12-year-old not handling the trauma. And then many of the athletes that they followed dealing with similar childhood stuff that's carried into adulthood. I will tell you the part that I lost it, and I'm probably going to lose it now. When the widow said to Harry, Harry was talking to her, and she said, "Oh, I lost my husband in 2019." He was 22. He was a 22er. And at first I was like, huh? And then when that message comes up on the screen that every 22 seconds, whew, to know some of these countries don't even have any resources for the ones they send off to war, and they just come home and then they're just left to, sadly, their own devices. And that these games have saved people, saved them, saved them. And you have some that are so flippant about, well, let's do this and let's do that and let's take it away and let's do. No, the operation that is, the one that founded it, don't mess with that. Don't don't mess with that. If you claim you care for people, don't mess with that. Um, yeah, I'm so glad the games are coming up. The timing is perfect. But yeah, don't. Hey, Bern, how are you? Yes, we love the Sussex family. Churchley, what is this? Haters gonna hate versus they don't care about veterans, never have, never will. That's the part that gets me. Like, you're going to sit, maybe watch an episode, and then what, thumbs down? Like, are you like out of your mind? First of all, get the sheer context of the entire picture and watch it all the way through. But haters are gonna hate. You're right on that, Church Nelly. Sherry, I've been crying through Heart of Invictus from the very beginning. So much tissue needed. Thank goodness Prince Harry started Invictus. Yes, yes. Here he is, the one that has the invisible wounds that you don't see on the surface. But all that is underneath, as we always you see the analogy of the duck paddling the water, and all you see above is the graceful duck, and underneath it's just the constant motion. And many of us can relate in many different aspects to that. So Rochelle, check out LBC James O'Brien giving them hell, the right wing media that hell about treating Harry and Andrew as, oh Lord. Yeah, that shows their true colors. Harry has done nothing of what um his uncle has done, except decide that I am worth more than just sitting here and being your punching bag. Okay. Let's see. I'm just checking out the comments. Patricia, hello, Squatty. Sort of Invictus had me smiling, crying, and inspired. Bravo, veterans. Bravo, Prince Harry. You done great. Yes, he has. I would love for them to come near into the U.S. At some point if I'm able to travel. It's difficult just with the home situation, but caregiving responsibilities. But yeah. Um, Hey, Nora, how are you? Let's see. I'm just scrolling through the comments. I may drop the link for anybody that wants to or feels like they want to come up, but it's going to have to be like real quick, real limited. And I want to give you all a little time to, let's see, Teresa. If people can't see and understand why Harry and Meghan are doing what they're doing, then there's no hope for these haters because they have no heart whatsoever. Yeah. maybe the haters know, like, you have to be demented to trigger individuals. I mean, please. Yeah. Leaving crazy comments under, especially Invictus, and we know how haters like to go after the charities, but this is one y'all need to keep your hands off of. Watch it, rah rah. If not, okay, it's not hurting anybody. But yeah, I know Squad is out there, and we're hitting the double thumbs up like we loved it. Okay, so and the fact I had to see, like, on the app formerly known as Twitter, just asking Squad, remember to go out and rate, and it's like, wow, really? I would think that's something we would do, but you could be caught up in if you were like me and there's time you're like doing that type of sobbing, yeah. Tear, Harry was traumatized when he lost his mother and never got counseling. Yes. I know there's headlines. I didn't even take screenshots of the headlines. I will get that. That's Trash Thursday because it's well documented. Harry has spoke on that, and truly, if folks read Spare, they shouldn't. Why are you writing another headline? Because you shouldn't. You know, anybody that loses their mother and had a very loving relationship with their mom, yeah, you're gonna feel that. I don't care what age you are. Okay, Black Queen. Anyone who or bring negative towards the games and Harry, they are demons, not human. Yeah. Um, it is okay. Let me just go through it because I did have a couple of. Um, Let me just click on Nightbot just to clear the screen. But I wanted to share. So Invictus, an adjective, unconquered, unsubdued, invincible, undisputed, undefeated. And we heard those three words mentioned many times by those that were competing. And I loved how the captain of the UK team, knowing the trauma and all that he was going through, and just saying that it's not about the medal, and especially for him, has come a long way. Um, he finally saw what others were seeing in him when he was named captain. Oh man, y'all. Phew. But here's like a picture. This is, of course, behind the scenes. As you know, there's a lot that goes into um, those games, and it's not like, especially Harry's just going to say, okay, you go off and handle it, and I'll just show up and have my name attached. He's very involved, and was on many calls, and I see that many times. UK was at night, so it was probably overnight because when they were showing Harry, it was like daylight. So um yeah, boss calls the shots on that. Okay. This gentleman right here, Gabriel or Gabe George, that story, oh my lord. um you see their stories, each of the individuals, um but it just, I remember taking a screenshot of his picture when he was competing and just mesmerized from the standpoint of, this guy is here competing, one arm art, and he's in archery. Like, I was blown away last year, like blown away. Seeing his story, phew, whole nother level of respect for him. Whole nother level of respect. He also, although you see he has one arm, which was from an injury, unrelated to being in war, he had the invisible injuries. His childhood sounded like a nightmare. Now, I love that we find out that, while the tabloids are writing all this other crap, we find out Harry's been to Hawaii, scuba diving, but he's very close to Gabe, and you know, it's just awesome to see. And he was checking in on him, the family. It's just Harry's just like one of the regular folks that are just walking around. I love the gear that the family has that indicates who they are, support, and yeah, it's kind of cool. But just his just phenomenal, and the relationship he has with his daughter, he truly is a better parent than what he had, and that was something he said he always wanted. Y'all, if you haven't seen it, just go see it. Go watch the 5 episodes. Um, Now I will say my heart stopped momentarily when they gave us the word that she had been taken. Um, Tara, I think that's how you said the name. Because as you're watching and you see the war and you see all that's going on, and it was kind of you really started getting very tense. I know I did as you're seeing on the ground. Now we had news coverage, but it's not the same as what we were seeing in this documentary when the one country was rolling in onto Ukraine. And I'm purposely not saying that country's name. Um, but then to know that they had been kidnapped and to see her at the end and to know the brutality, her daughter didn't even recognize her from the weight loss and all. And it was only by the voice that she knew that was her mom. I was so happy to hear that they had found her because, yeah, I was like, oh Lord, don't tell me they're going to tell us this woman got, yeah, you all know the rest, being a POW and then not to see her again. But she went through hell. She went through some hell over there. Um, but to see her smile, a genuine smile with her daughter, yeah, it's the moments like that. I'm telling you, this thing was incredible. So, um, just looking at my time here, let's look. Let me see if I can catch any more comments because I get off into talking and stuff. Burn, yes, thank goodness Megan is by his side supporting him. Yeah, he wouldn't have anybody, and I think they would have found a way to make these games end. I really do. I mean, they were trying to finagle it out of his grip just when they were doing the split of households, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, Margaret Harry wanted to help all the veterans because he understood that what they went through. He is the only royal who wanted to help people honestly and really loved his country too. Yeah, and gets pooped on. I'm going to be nice and not cuss. And gets pooped on a regular basis, Teresa. But even if you know the truth or what's right, and to turn around and hate this way, it is even more disturbing beyond belief. It really is. It really is. Vinny, there are sick derangers out there who have gone straight to vote the documentary down. It's not about Harry and Meghan anymore. They are demented. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's sad. It's sheer lunacy. It's lunacy. Um, but yeah, they it's just crazy. Sherry Gabriel, his story is so inspiring. It really is. Um, all of them live through pain in one way or another every single day. Like Gabriel said, his doctor told him it's like giving birth, being in labor every single day of your life for the remainder of your life, but never giving birth. That is some pain. And when they were doing the high pitched sound, had to take because I have to protect my ear hearing issues. I had to take the headset off momentarily, but I could just you could see it in him and you could feel it. It was like, oh my gosh. Um, It's crazy. It is crazy. See, welcome to channel membership. Let me hit my little marker. Hold on one second. I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on one second. This is for you. New channel member. New channel member. New channel member. And actually, I do have another channel member. Let me go find that because I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'm going to do it today since I had another one. You see? Um, one moment, because I do have the screenshot saved. It's just under another folder that I have to get to. Okay, I'm going to bring it over and then I'll do that. So, let me take this one down. So, Grace Yancy, also welcome to channel membership. I will welcome both of you once the live stream ends, as I do with all the channel members, but I wanted to give you the appropriate shout out. So I'm also going to play this for you, Grace. Hopefully you're here or listening on replay. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! Y'all don't know I'm really trying to keep it together. All right, Bali, I wanted to give an update. The newest total for the birthday giving campaign that Sussex Squad is participating in is $38,290. It may be a little higher. I took this probably an hour or around noon, somewhere in there. So an hour ago or around noon. So awesome. The number is going up. Given Harry's birthday is about 2 weeks away. Party time. So we know how right at the end there'll probably be a huge burst just to close out strong. So let me come back up here. Let me just put this, which is so appropriate. We are Invictus. And each and every one of us. So I just like this one. And I look forward to seeing something new from them. So, games are coming up. We're over a week away. Exciting times, all that. Let me take that down for a second. Go back into the comments really quickly. Let me see. Sherry, Black Queen, me too. My PTSD has been triggered by watching Invictus. Yeah, that is a warning for all. This either the sounds or just the stories. Yeah, it can be highly. I honestly, and I know I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Make y'all laugh. I'm surprised we're all not like in a puddle of tears in the corner somewhere. I'm just truly. Because I was like, Harry, you little sucker, you up here gotten us all in our feelings. But yeah, it's all good. Church and SVS, her daughter didn't recognize her. Yeah, it was, but I was so thankful to see her face. And, um, you know, some people don't have it all cushy and they living through, battlefield, literally. Phew, it's amazing. All for success. Wonderful support. Can't wait to view the show. Oh, you should love it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Leslie Ann, now behave yourself. Don't get us started. Could you imagine if William was in charge of Invictus? The stock will never happen. Right. He will not know what to do. Well, that's how they have others do it. They have others take care of everything, not know all the ins and outs and all that the T's are crossed and the I's are all dotted. They just come in, swoop in, and I'm here and put my smile on, make everybody nauseous, and then go out and put the crowd to sleep. Okay, I said I was going to behave myself. See what you did, Leslie? Vinny from Well Child with the dangerously sick to Invictus with the potential. Yes, self-deletion victims. Harry doesn't look for the easy way. Emotionally draining. Yes. Yes. Um, which, is needed in some aspects. Yeah. Face our face our greatest fear. Um, and just look where you come out on the other side. So, I don't know the guy's name. I was listening to it at that time and I turned to see his face because I wanted to see the face that was behind I was on the tracks as the train was coming in, but I'm here right now. And I turned my head quickly and I was like, wow. And he was funny. His personality hilarious because he's like, I'm the best. And, that may sound arrogant, but hey, it is what it is. I'm here. And it was like, yeah, you are here. And you know, do you, sir. That's right. Do you. Be happy in all that you do. So, um, let me see. Uh, Marjorie, let's see. Even Jesus said, you are never a prophet in your own home, and he couldn't start his mission until he left his town and went far away from it. Many times you are not appreciated by your own peep. Yep, that's true. That's very true. Teresa, do these haters dislike the Sussexes so much that they would thumbs down and hate on a documentary of war veterans? Like, really, that is so disgusting. Yep, they do. Um, and it's really just one of the couple because I'm sure if Harry had married someone else, um, that was somewhat UK approved, yeah, that probably would be a whole different story. But he's married to whom he wanted to be married to from the moment he saw her. So, you know, people have to get their own mental games in check and deal. So, cookies and cream. Let's see. It's beyond evil to try and destroy the Invictus games just to get at Harry. These people have no empathy and compassion for the wounded veterans and their plight. It's sheer madness. Exactly. This is not the games that people just show up just to hang out and have a good time. They wind up getting to that point, but when they all come together like their first, they don't know each other, don't know stories. They're there because they have been deemed to need to be there to save them. They need the games. It's not about their ability. And then for them to be able to compete in multiple um, games, yeah, yeah, so awesome. I'm looking so forward to the coverage starting on September 9th. So from the opening until we have closing, and I will be hopefully going live each day as of because Sussex Saturday is the 9th, but then through that week, I hope to be going live each day just to show highlights like I did last Invictus game. So um, it may be some premieres, a lot of premieres, but it'll give us a little something to hang out with for a while. Let's see. Karen, if William had to say Invictus games would not have happened, God is good. He was on paternity leave. When God wants things done, he makes things happen and remove negativity. Well, yeah, that was truly Harry's calling, as he explained on that plane, and to see if by that drape, that makeshift drape that they had, the medical staff had up, um, if that hadn't fallen, he wouldn't have seen the wounded on the other side and was transformed at that moment. Because there has to be something else that has to be done. So that shows the heart and why him and Megan are just, yes, perfect for each other. Alma, you're saying we need to feel useful because of these injuries. Does it mean we're over and done with? So thank you again, Prince Harry, for this platform and having this heart. Yeah, it is truly. Um, whew, it's just if we were all together in the theater, we would all been standing up and cheering. at the end, it just takes you there. You go through the entire gamut of emotions. And for those that are struggling out there, if you're listening, please do not become a 22. Please get the help. Call someone, please. Okay. I think on that note, I thank you all for joining. And I know there's a lot more comments, but I wanted to really keep this short and sweet. Um, but yeah, on that, we are Invictus. So I love you all. Um, we'll be having more conversations. I'm sure for Sussex Saturday, I'll definitely be discussing it a little bit more. So, because more of you will have seen it by then. And, I'm sorry if I kind of, told some stuff that some of y'all haven't seen yet. So, there you go. Facts and Sense is on now. So, y'all can jump over there. I'll probably be in the clouds, but take care of yourselves, please, 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 please take care of yourselves. Love you all. Thank you so very much. Welcome again to the two channel members. Bye, everyone. Be safe out there, especially to all the family in Florida.